let's talk about something here. And this is why we don't have dear friends in sales. This is why, you know, selling to our friends and family is oftentimes a complete disaster, because exactly this happens. 80% of the conversation is a friendly conversation. 20% of the conversation is, does the airplane have fuel in it? Is there correct tire pressure? When was the engine serviced? Boom, plane crash, we're dead, right? Like, there's pilots can be friendly with each other, but there's a time and place in that cockpit where, friendship aside, I'm looking at Sullenberger and he's going, which engines are out, Sul? Both engines. Airplane is mine. Thrust. So, like, you have to get focused on the deal. Okay, so I think you did your best because he wasn't playing around with you, but where in the future when this happens is you have to be aware the instant a friend calls or a family member, okay, you have to start that conversation right at the beginning, all business, and keep it all business, even if it feels awkward, right? And when they say things, you can give them a tertiary, a surface level answer. Man, how's it going? How are the kids? Going great, going great. What was the most important thing to you on this project, right? And keep circling back to the project all the time. Now, here's where you're at. You probably did that. You might have been able to do it better. We're at where we're at right now. The second problem with dealing with friends, you articulated it perfectly, and that is, I'm going to go with you. You're my guy. I got you. The problem with that is there's other people in this organization, right? The problem of that is, even if this was I'm only selling to Dave, Dave doesn't know what the hell he's buying. So this is where I would, in your power email, current situation, capabilities needed, next steps, in the capabilities needed, I would take some liberties, okay? Even though the conversation didn't go as well down that road as it could, doesn't matter, okay? You're at a point where you have to get precise on this, so I want you to take your best guess. And instead of saying, based on what you told me, because he didn't, you're just going to change that line in the power email to, based on our conversation, you need to ba 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 ba. Okay? Based on my understanding of our current situation, what's needed is, and then do the lines. And now take your best guess. And then if he pushes back on you and goes, man, I don't think there's 120 hours worth of work here. When you say you don't think there's 120, can you give me a specific example, right? And now you're knowing that we're going to keep this thing laser focused on the project itself. Otherwise, what's going to happen, the worst case scenario, Chris, is not that you don't get the job. I think you know what the worst case scenario here is. The worst case scenario is you're going to get hired and they're going to pay you for 25 hours worth of work. And you're going to do 7 months worth of work. And you're going to have 4 other clients that aren't your friend pissed off because you missed their deadlines and you missed this, and your whole consulting business is going to go down in the toilet because one friend took advantage of it. This is where you have to be precise. And with friends, and I know this is going to depress the hell out of you, we almost have to be twice as precise with a friend as we would with a normal client, right? Like, if Danielle was quoting me on a logistics project and Danielle and I were homies, she almost has to be twice as precise on the line items, because I'm going to be like, yo, I'm a friend of Danielle's. You guys need to pass. You need to move. No. You can't bring that size truck in here. And it's just the whole thing is going to go off of scope, right? So you got to get this thing down to scope. The first level that you're going to do it is in the power email. I would hold off on an official contract until I would make the next step that we have a formal scoping call. But go through those bullet points in the capabilities needed and then get this thing tight for 2 reasons. 1, I want you to be able to quote the project as needed. And then 2, I need you to have a defensible position if they say, hey, we're going with you, but we're only paying you $22,000. You have to be crystal clear on what your deliverables are for $22,000, or else they're just going to bleed you dry. Hey, it's Matt Easton. If you like this video, you're going to love this. I'm going to teach you how to close right here, right now. I'm going to cover all the costs for you. We're going to get you the closing mini masterclass. I pick up all the costs. It's free to you. I'll cover the $299. Click the link in my bio. You're going to get access to the class. It's going to show you how to close any one anytime without being pushy or manipulative. Your life is about to change. We're about to become best friends. Click the link in my bio. I'll cover the cost for you to learn how to close.